Hello, the first thing I did was search from some reference. The concept was to create a magical cape with an altar where this mailbox would be placed per fax to send message to an unknown place. I imagined a cloudy and slightly dark settings inside a jungle. After that, I made some quick sketches and tried using AI to render the idea more clearly. At first, I didn't work well, so I decided to help myself with blocking. I downloaded some assets from the internet and built the composition I have in mind. With that, the AI was finally able to give me an image I could use it as guide. I also made the concept from the mailbox. In this case, the quick sketch were enough, and these two images in particular stood out to me as a good reference, although I wanted to give it a less realistic style. Once the concept was done, I moved to modeling. My workflow is based on creating a low poly mesh, duplicating it, and then adding details to create high poly mesh, leaving the small details from Substance Painter. From this scene, it was necessary to create several sets of props, some rocks, on for water, the general mesh of the environment, and of course the mailbox. Finally, I worked on the UVs, balancing the textile density. With that done, I imported everything into Substance Painter and began texturing each element. Here, usually work layer by layer, creating one by one the different materials that the object may need. I mostly use procedural layers and occasionally and manual details. Once the texture were finished, I broke everything into 3ds Max and started the composition based on the blocking I had prepared. I began with the larger assets such as rocks, then moved to the medium ones like the gates and the mailbox, and little by little I added the smaller ones. Finally, I went back to Substance Painter to get a nicer visualization and to test different lighting setups. Due to time constraints, there are a few details I would have liked to improve, such as increasing the contrast in the rocks colors and better balancing the greens. As for time, it took me 6 days, working around 8 hours a day. I know this more than what was suggested in the PDF, and perhaps I planned the project big, but I prefer to finish it this way since I have already advanced much. In the end, I resulted in an interesting composition. I hope you like it, and I'm very open to feedback about the process. Thank you very much for considering me, and I look forward to working together very soon. Thank you.